Should we listen to what Bryce Mitchell said about the fishing trip, chat? Shall I play the audio here? Let's play the audio of Bryce.
With mma-guru. I saw your interview. I know he wants to come out to the States. Is that in the works? I know the focus is on the fight, but after the fight, any plans to do any fishing with mma-guru?
It's in the works. He said sometime in July. If we have the time, we're going to make it happen. But I'm really, really looking forward to meeting him.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he comes out. He went to, obviously, to Washington to see Demetrius Johnson. So I think he's a man of his word. I think something will link up here pretty soon. It's pretty neat that all came together, right?
I'm excited about it. Yeah. And I'm calling my old buddy Bob too. And Bob's best fisherman that I know, that I hang out with.
Okay.
He catches the most that anybody I know. He goes all the time, and he knows an old guy named Jerry. And they know, but Bob and Jerry, they know all the spots. So when Guru comes to town, I'm calling up Bob and I'm going to say, hey, Mr. Bob, can you put me on some slabs, some big crappie? And bass, brim, I don't care, just whatever's biting, and Bob will know where to go. So we're gonna put mma-guru on some fish.
There we go. Moral of this interview: trust Bob. Bob knows what's up when it comes to fishing.
There you go, dude. I'm gonna meet Bob and Jerry, and Bob's gonna call Jerry, and you know Jerry might call Cindy Lou to come down, help us do some fishing. I'm looking forward, dude. Looking forward to it. It might not be when I originally said that it would be. It might actually be after his fight or sometime after, but I'm definitely doing it. Definitely doing it over the next few months at least. Maybe August, though, instead would be better for me than July. I just had a nuke dropped on me. A lot of responsibility dropped on me. I hate it. So I can't just zip off to America anytime soon over the next few weeks. But I will do it. We are definitely doing it, dude. I flew to South Africa to meet Drickus. I'm definitely going to go to America to meet Bryce. Come on, brother. The $2. I know. Gang, watching you over dinner right now. Can you say what's good, Zoe? She's zoned out next to me. Zoe, look out! Thank you for the $10. Hope she's not zoning out anymore. Thank you for that, Gavin. I appreciate you, brother. Fat. Thank you for the $2, dude. Appreciate you, man. I just imagine there's a poor Zoe that's just fucking had a heart attack right now. That'd be a funny twist. Ilya by finish. Jake Paul goes the distance. Parlayed. Autistic Mushemi impression. You guys have got to listen to how I tell you how to do arm bars. All right, I'll try. That's not what I said to do. You guys are intentionally not listening to me, and that can be a form of bullying. You guys don't want to bully me. I promised. All right, Mikey Mushemi, we won't. We're sorry. We'll do the armbar just how you said. You've had your last straw. I'll be back with a backpack, and you'll all rue the day. I don't know. I can just see Mushemi telling people that they'll rue the day, and then gunshots rain and ring through the corridors. Don't like it. Don't like it. Kyle's cousin Kyle, exactly. Yeah. Oh, come on, Mom. I don't want to hang out with him. Oh, Kyle. Oh, my. I think I fell on my inhaler. Don't come to BJJ practice tomorrow? Yeah, true. Don't show up to the fucking leg lock seminar tomorrow. People forget, man. Sean Strickland was Guru's favorite fighter for 25 minutes. I still like Sean Strickland. I just think I was waiting for it to take off to another level, but then I just realized it was just bottom level edginess, you know? And then he just stopped fighting. He said he would fight for free, and now he's not fighting at all. So, I don't know. He switched up. People forget, man. Adesanya was one of my favorite prospects in the sport. Things change, man. Sup, Judius, did you see Sal Killed call himself the minority killer? I did. You know, isn't MMA a crazy world? I did see Quillan Sal Killed say that he should be called the minority killer, and says he wants to be the new Drew Dober. I did see that, yeah. So you know what? I take back everything I said about this guy. I said, listen, the odds are too crazy. But you know what? The odds might have been just right. Okay? Maybe people's hype is accurate. Who knows, dude? But I did see Quillan Sal Killed say that. I don't know, man. It's a wild world in MMA. One day you got this thing coming up, next day you got another thing coming up. Edson Barboza was liking certain memes about the Ariels, and he likes a clip of yours on Instagram. We're not just letting these guys go fishing for collabs. Quillen Salkild just said that they'll have to rename him the Minority Killer, and that he's gonna be the new Drew Dober. I mean, I see a lot of people fishing for an MMA Guru interview, and we just need to let them know it ain't that easy. Where's the hate crime? You know what I mean? You need to put in that work. I'm joking. I'm joking. You don't need to do that. I'm really joking and playing a character now. But it's Edson. No, it is Edson Barboza, I guess. I would love to interview Edson Barboza. Edson Barboza, I've already read it. Impression of Bully Aspinall shoving Mikey Mushemi's face in his hot plate of spaghetti. Impression of Bully Aspinall shoving Mikey Mushemi's face in his hot plate of spaghetti. You know he loves his spaghetti as well, right? His spaghetti and pizza. I just got done making this pizza. Yeah, shut up, mate. Get your fucking face in that fucking pepperoni, you dumb fuck. Oh, God. You guys are gonna rue the day. Thank you for the $5. I almost feel like the Jones Nelk Boy thing is staged. It seems like a setup for an eventual fight in December. Maybe cope. I just want Guru Cornerman. Yeah, it almost could be a staged thing. But I doubt it, to be honest with you, because it just seemed like they were drunk. I don't think they'd stage it while they were actually drunk. Thank you for the $2, John Smith. I appreciate the $2, dude. That's all it is. Salkild just gained entry into Jerusalem. Okay, yeah, he's getting the interview. It's happening. Thoughts on Buckley and Adesanya beefing? Well, dude. Feels like just walking down Chicago, dude. Typical. Buckley and Adesanya at each other's throats over nothing. Huh? I'm joking. I don't know what's going on with Buckley and Adesanya. I don't know the beef, because he seems pretty cool with Usman. I know he just went on Usman's show. So, I don't know what would be so different about it. I guess because Adesanya said that he doesn't like... Oh, yeah, I saw that. I do know why. Adesanya said that he doesn't like Buckley for some reason. I don't know why. Would you make videos calling out Dana? Feel like they'd be as popular as the Jones vids. Yeah, maybe I'll make a video calling out Dana White for once. Yeah, you know what? That's a fucking sick idea. Think. That is a sick idea, mate. And when I do make those videos, but I'm going to have to owe you something for giving me that idea. So you know what? I'm actually thinking about making videos about Dana White, calling him out and stuff. So it's actually weird that you would say that. It shows that we're on the same page about it, you know what I mean? Because I was literally just fucking thinking of doing that. You fucking idiot. Matum gets hit by him. Would you get... Who would you get if you were in a fight camp to train you? What do you mean? What I would do is I would train with Tom Aspinall directly, and I'd have Demetrius Johnson with his hand on his chin, pondering. That's all I want. So it'd be me and Tom Aspinall tussling like a pair of bulls, dude. Just fucking, you know what I mean? Head to head, like a pair of rams, should I say? Not a pair of bulls, because that insinuates something else, maybe. But a pair of rams, just wild goats, dude. Horn to horn. We'll be going at each, locking horns, exactly. That's the reference I was looking for. Me and Aspinall just locking horns. The gym's a mess, because we're just tossing each other around and fucking, I'm pushing him into a wall, and he's saying, oh, go easy on me, mate. And, you know what I mean? And then we're, you know. And then, and I want Demetrius Johnson there, sort of like, just like that, thinking what I could perfect and if there is anything I need to improve on, you know. Sounds gay. Yeah, I realized as I was describing the scenes of me and Aspinall grappling with each other that there's really no way of describing it that isn't gay. So actually, we're actually striking with each other in the gym. Sorry. Why no faith in thumbs up Jamal? He's live. I'm not going to say it. Thank you for the £2. Faith in thumbs up Jamal. He's live. I know. I should have faith in him. And I do want him to win. I really want Jamal Hill to win, but I just can't. I feel like Khalil might win it. Can I switch my pick to Jamal Hill? I kind of want to switch my pick, but I don't. So I don't know yet. Let me think on the day. I'll let you know. You know. $5. Canelo's beating the fuck out of Crawford. Not too late to change your pick. I'm going to be real with you. And here's another one of my crazy takes that you guys ain't going to like. Crawford's going to school him, and it ain't even going to be close. He's going to win every round. Canelo might have a round or two where he gets a few shots off and they give it to him out of pity. This is going to be a fucking schooling. I'm telling you. Canelo's old, slow, and don't have the output. Don't have the output, dude. He's old, he's washed, he's slow. He's a chin merchant. True. None of his recent fights have been impressive whatsoever. He's getting out-volumed at range by Terence Crawford, and that's a fact. It's unfortunate, but it's true. For $5, I'm not going to lose citizenship of the UK and a passport in the UK. I'm not retarded. The UFC has gotten so shit, you and Ariel are agreeing on everything. I know, dude. That's how bad it was. He was on Tim Welch's show talking about the changes needed at the UFC. Wait, hold on. Ariel Helwani was on Tim Welch's show. Hold on a second now. He talked about me. Ariel talked to me. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice. Okay? You want to know why Ariel was on Tim Welch's show? Guess who couldn't make it, chat? Guess who couldn't make it, chat? Guess who couldn't make it onto Tim Welch's show until short notice? Wow, dude. Ariel Helwani, plan B. You heard it here first, guys. That's confirmed. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to pile on to Ariel. I just wanted to make sure that was loud and clear for everybody watching at home. The replacement. Ariel Helwani, dude. Well, I'm not making any puns about replacing anything, but you know. Well, dude. But yeah, John is such a puss running away from a simple question. He is. We're not starting the hashtag rape Dana White. Thank you for the $10, dude. Appreciate you. Now, that is interesting. Guru says no, he can't make it. Ariel gets the job. All good. It's all good. No, but I respect it, though. If Ariel's saying the truth, what needs to be said, he can be used as a force for good here, which is nice. Nothing ever happens. It doesn't, dude. It doesn't. Nothing. I feel like every 2 years, chat, the end of the world is nigher. You got to get yourself out of that. You dig? Ariel X MMA Guru interview. I can't believe I didn't make it to the Tim Welch pod and Ariel stepped in to save the day on short notice. You know what, Ariel? You really are a mensch. You know what I mean? Ariel Helwani really is a true mensch of a man. Honestly. I couldn't make the Tim Welch interview. It stung me. I had to go to Tim Welch with my head in my hands and tell him it's probably not likely. It's too short notice. You know? But what an absolute mensch Ariel is. You know? Stepping in as plan B. Sorry. I'm joking. Chat, chat, would you guys play Among Us with me if I invited you? Jones went fucking running, lad. Restreaming this on Twitch. Don't you dare. You get banned. You actually get banned on Twitch for it. Jesus Christ, bro, do it now. Guru Tim Welch got Ariel to acknowledge you. Let's see what he said. Appreciate you. Right, what did Ariel say?
Or a show with you and Guru will never happen.
Oh, sorry, I've got a Borderlands 4 advert. Give me a second, guys. Thank you for the $2. Thoughts on CM Punk? Respect for getting in the cage? No. No respect for getting in the cage. If you know you can't fight, don't get in there and ruin it. You know what I mean? I respect people that get into the cage that actually know somewhat what they're doing, but no. No, I don't respect CM Punk for that, no. It's not brave to get into a cage if you're just okay with the fact that you're going to get beaten up. It's brave to get into a cage if you don't want to get beaten up and aren't happy with that result. He was more than happy to lose embarrassingly and have the moment of bravery. That's not bravery. Thank you for the $2. Anyway, let me let this play.
Saying a pod with you and or a show with you and Guru will never happen.
I love the fact that you always bring this up. here's the truth. I have a lot, like, people say to me like, oh, you're the establishment. I'm not the establishment, man. I literally started on a computer, going on the internet, sending messages to people.
Well, he went on a computer on the internet, dude. He can't be the establishment. I'm joking.
On MySpace, begging them to come on, getting cameramen in from local areas to come do interviews. I'm in Stockton, California for Elite XC, interviewing Nick Diaz with a guy that I just met, a cameraman. Like, there's nothing establishment about me. It's just that I've been around a little bit longer.
So what about the mma-guru? Yappa, yappa, yappa. Shut it, mate. Yappa, 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 guys.
I've had a lot of trials and tribulations, so I respect anyone who grinds. I respect anyone who says, like, F everyone else, I'm going to make a name for myself. So I have a lot of respect. You can even ask the guys who work with me. And what we talk about in the control room before the show or while we're eating lunch, like, I have respect for people who grind, and he is a grinder. So there's no real beef here. If anything, like, the part that was weird to me was, what's your beef with me? Like, what did I ever do to you? You know what I mean? And I don't know if that comes from a good place, a bad place, but like, the way I found out about him was he was talking so much shit about me. And so it's like, all right, if that's the way you want to make a name for yourself, great. But, you know, he doesn't need me. He doesn't need me to be his foil or to be his enemy to have success, clearly.
Not anymore. When I was a small baby channel, maybe a bit of it. But it's not about what you did to me, Ariel, because I'm a nobody. It's about what you were doing to Jamal Hill and Dricus du Plessis, dude. That's what it was. It doesn't matter what you did to me. You didn't do anything to me because you didn't know me. So of course you didn't do anything wrong to me. But you were wrong doing a couple of the fighters, dude. And he was acting up. But he's been on his best behavior recently since, to be fair.
So all to say, like, I'm not trying to do a show with anyone at this point, but I don't have, the beef was one-sided. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't on my end.
Mm-hmm. So it's true. Yeah. Because I wasn't known at the time.
Agree or disagree, Timbo?
Yeah, I mean, some of these guys, like even Guru, he'll have some crazy takes, but then you talk to the guy and you genuinely think, like, I genuinely think he's a good guy. Like, he wants to spoil his parents, take care of his parents. I do think he's a good guy. And you never know, like, sometimes when these guys say stuff, when they're streaming so much and they're sometimes, especially with him when he's doing cards, he's got to stay up this late hour. So he could be on edge and says something he doesn't really mean. So I think you guys would probably be fine.
We also do different things, occupy different lanes, and that's good. Like, I'm happy that there are new voices. I'm happy, like, it shouldn't just be me. It shouldn't just be 2 or 3 people. People also try to ask me about, like, Nina Drama and get me to...
Yuck. I'm out of the conversation now. Yuck. Nina Drama was brought up. I'm out of the conversation. Thank you for the $5. Impression of Ariel getting grinded on by Guru. He's a grinder. Thank you very much for the fight. I should react to it. Yeah, dude, Ariel mentioned me. But it wasn't about, like, but Ariel was doing wrong, man. The DDP stuff was just objectively a wrong thing to do as a human being to someone. And the Jamal Hill thing was also just a wrong thing to do to someone. And a lot of the other things that he was doing around that time were just incredibly wrong things to do to people. So, you know, even though he said the beef is one-sided because he never did anything to me, it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. I was doing like a commentary stance on what he was doing to others. So of course that's going to be one-sided if you don't know who I am, because I was a small channel making these videos. Thank you for the $5. Guru's a good guy. This is propaganda. Jewish Guru can... No, we aren't all connected, dude. Shut the fuck up. Regardless of the Ariel stuff, the videos that I made remain absolutely true, which is why he didn't respond to any of them. Because we know Ariel loves a free 10-7. But I agree. I'm not one to just continue harping on him at this point. To be fair, he hasn't really done anything bad recently, at least for the past few years. You know, he seems to be fighting a good fight recently, at least. What does Bumberclap mean? Already read it. How many Ariels to beat Guru on a 6-week camp? Let's not talk about camps in preparation for an Ariel fight. What fighter would you make Ariel Nozwani fight? All right, guys. Come on. Yeah, true. Fuck, marry, kill, Ariel, Nina, Tito. Regardless of any of that, chat, do I storm into the MMA Hour offices when I go to America like the Kool-Aid man? and fucking lay down the law. What do you think? Like, imagine if Dylan Dennis was really about shit. You know what I mean? Like, if he was really about it. Instead of all of those empty threats. Just enter the set of the MMA Hour and push Ariel over. No, I could enter it like the Kool-Aid man. But I would only do it if it was on a day's notice, so he can't prepare a slam dunk with all the clips in the background. You know what I mean? I know he would do some shit like that. Would you spread your cheeks to Orban? No. Thank you for the $5. Is Ariel grown on you at all? He has been good anti-Jones stuff. He's been fighting the good fight I mentioned recently. But he still did what he did, man. I was right. Chat, I was right to call out Ariel Helwani. That's all I need to make sure is known. You know what I mean? Orban's a G, but why the fruity infatuation with Chael? Thank you for the 3. Oh, you don't know? It's Chael who has a fruity... Go MMA, you say the wrong thing and I can neutralize a source of your income in a snap of the fingers like that. You little leech parasite human. Add that to the outro of your fucking video.